Okay, well, I think that pretty much wraps up our coverage of Dixie South. Do we want to
Hmm.
go ahead and try out our new segment?
Let's do it.
Okay, so I want to give a little preface. All right, and I'm excited about this because I'm not gonna lie, I worked hard on this, and kind of I'm happy with how it turned out. So, hey, Will, you ever watch the X Files?
Of course, of course.
You so you kind of
Yeah,
know what it's about.
yeah,
If you it's crazy, wacky,
yeah.
ooh, aliens and stuff. Yeah. But what about I don't know, like some weird like weather stuff. It's kind of unexplainable. Maybe you
Oh,
ever?
you've piqued my interest.
Okay, so I worked on. By the way, this is kind of a bit because Will knows what the segment is, but Will has not seen this
I
intro
have
that I
not.
made.
I've not. I'm prepared for this.
So I'm gonna cross your fingers that this isn't gonna blast out everybody's eardrums and be too loud. But yeah, so we got a new segment. It's called the WX Files, and let's just hop right into it.
Oh, that's great. I
What'd you
love
think?
it.
You like that?
I love it.
Okay,
Oh
cool. I'm
no,
glad. I was a little worried.
my
Be like,
favorite
oh,
part I
it's
think
too
was
long or something.
my
But
my two favorite part is definitely the Sprite bottle, and then just I was not expecting Ben Castle to make an appearance.
I was trying to recreate a very specific thing from the season one intro, which, you know what? Sure, we'll just get into it. All right. So, I don't want to give away anything, but actually, wait. Let's do. So, there is, from the season one X Files intro, there is a very weird frame of the intro where sorry, I can't multitask. So I'm not going to play it because I don't want to
Mm.
copyright or anything. But like, there's just this random, there's just this random bit where like a screaming like it's and honestly, I swear, every time I see this, I think it looks like Alex Jones,
It kind of does.
which is just
Kind of does.
so
Which fits.
incredibly
It fits.
fitting.
Fits
It's just
perfectly.
so fitting. Okay, I'm done messing around.
They're
Here
putting
is our
chemicals in the tornadoes that are downgrading their strength.
here is our conspiracy of the day. All right, and we're not going to do this every episode. It's going to be every now and again, but this is from the intellectual powerhouse that is r/conspiracy.
Only the biggest of brains.
Only the giggest brains, and I will say, we're going to do kind of goofier ones because there are some kind of there's some more serious topics in some of these conspiracy theories, and we might cover some more serious stuff at some point. But for a nice icebreaker, this one is not that. So this person said this is in relation to the Chinese spy balloon, which we talked about in our first episode, our first official episode, and there's even a clip about it on our YouTube channel, which you should go check out.
And eventually on the TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to finish editing that. I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries.
There will be a TikTok one day.
TikTok might get banned in a week anyway.
Yeah. Well, I still got to edit for YouTube Shorts. But I forgot to edit something. That's the problem. Anyway, this was posted February 3rd, so it's been a while, 2 months. This person said,
Gosh, was it that long ago? Holy cow.
"Yeah, I know. It feels weird. There are thousands of weather balloons launched every day with two asterisks for some reason. Maybe you're being manipulated by media for clicks." Which is true. There are thousands of weather balloons launched every day.
Yes.
Will, why don't you explain why the big balloon is not a weather balloon?
Okay. Well, what's the easiest way I can
It's
put
actually
this?
actually before I'll let you formulate your thought. I'm going to go ahead and read his explanation.
Okay.
So his submission statement is that's what SS is. Twice a day, every day of the year, weather balloons are released simultaneously from almost 900 locations worldwide. This includes 92 released by the National Weather Service in the U.S. and its territories. The media has started to obsessively cover a balloon, and everyone acts like it's the most incredible thing they've ever seen. Numerous posts on conspiracy saying this is an act of war with a high-altitude balloon floated on wind currents over a continent. Did you know that literally thousands of weather balloons are launched every day? This one is slightly more interesting, maybe, or maybe it's literally just a weather experiment. Here's all I'm suggesting. Be skeptical of what the media, including social media, desperately wants to trend. It's pretty clear this is being inflated, no pun intended, for clicks. They really, really want a balloon to trend. Maybe take a step back and don't get worked up into a fervor just because they told you to. So I agree with the sentiment. Don't get wrapped up in social media.
True.
Be skeptical of what you see. But this is just dumb. I'm sorry.
Yeah. For reason number one, weather balloons aren't the size of, I think it was 3 buses.
Yes, and I have some figures here too.
And yeah, as you can see, the balloon itself is barely larger than a person, and it's full of helium, and so it pops at a way lower altitude than where this balloon was.
Yeah, so let's we can get into that. So size wise, it's just not even comparable. We have when it starts out, it's about 6 feet wide. And so obviously with less air pressure, as that balloon rises, it expands because there's less outside force to kind of keep it. And these things are designed to really expand. So as they rise, they expand to about 20 feet in diameter. 20 feet in diameter. Keep that in mind. Let's see how big the Chinese spy balloon was. 200 feet tall. So yeah, it's not comparable.
I want whatever weather probes on that. By the way, the weather probes that we put on these balloons that we launch up are styrofoam with some wiring.
It's a little
and
styrofoam box.
It's roughly the size of this. They're not very big at all.
Do you know how big the payload was on the Chinese spy balloon?
How big was it?
The size of the payload. Oh, no, wait, that's the wrong thing. Where is it? I had it up here. Oh, surveillance payload the size of a regional passenger jet.
Yeah, I don't think it was a weather balloon, guys.
I don't think it was a weather balloon.
Just a wild idea. I don't think it was a weather balloon.
Might be a little controversial, but not a weather balloon. So yeah, there's no reason for a weather balloon to be that big. There's no reason for the sensors to be that big. But, and I do want to reiterate, this is what we talked about on that clip that you should go check out. The Chinese balloon was in the middle of the stratosphere.
Which is well above.
Which is way higher than normal weather balloons go. So
we only care about the troposphere, really, for weather, and the stratosphere is the layer above that, and so.
And I mentioned this in the last time we talked about this. I could see the benefit of stratospheric readings. I don't think that you need a 200-foot balloon with a small plane attached to it,
Yeah,
essentially,
no,
to study the stratosphere. You really don't.
no.
So, I'm very sorry, Benjamin Delta, but that's gonna have to be a
Yeah, sorry, it's not a weather balloon. Trust
yeah.
me. I've seen people freak out over weather balloons landing in their backyard. We promise they're harmless. They're.
Oh my gosh, I just noticed this.
What does it say?
It's the first comment under his post. Shut up, you commie shill.
Oh dear.
That's perfect. Let's see. Everyone acts like it's the most incredible thing they've ever seen. Projection. There. It's kind of turned into a anti-balloon. Let's see. Any other good comments here? Yeah, so there's people calling him an anti-ballooner, which is where's that? There's okay. I'm not going to read his comment, but it is a very Fed thing to say. I smell a Fed.
Look, guys, it's a Chinese spy balloon.
I smell a Fed. All right, we got to get off this board before the Feds get us. This is our first segment. I'll
This is gonna go off the rails. We're gonna find some wacky stuff.
oh, for sure. For sure.